Hey, folks, welcome back to the Dole Music Podcast, Episode 2 Rise of the Ticket Prices. Today's episode is sponsored by Arby's. If you go to your local Arby's, you can get the £5 Meat Mountain for only €4, or 5 USD. Terms and conditions do apply. Today's episode, we're going to be going a bit over ticket prices. We got some more questions from last episode that we didn't get to, and maybe, if we have time, we'll talk about AI a little bit. Ben, why don't you take us away?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting week when it comes to the use and kind of the rise of AI. I've had my fair few run-ins with it actually, whether it be
Disgusting.
from yeah, I mean whether it be from music accounts. The main one I've kind of noticed is tattoo artists that are kind of getting into AI at the minute, which I find really fucking scary to be honest. So that's kind of one of the main ones I want to just dive into. I was recently blocked by a tattoo page from
Oh.
California. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of ask a couple questions and just, kind of get some insight into why people that create art should use artificial intelligence.
I don't think
But I
they
was greeted
should,
with a
man.
block.
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
I don't think they should either. But yeah,
Thing is, right? I mean, you've seen the tattoos that I have. The point of getting a tattoo is you get that artist's take on the material that you're looking to get on your body. If they just fucking use AI, why wouldn't you just, like, go to Pinterest and then go to a shop and go, hey, could you put this thing I found on Pinterest on my body?
yeah, exactly. Like, and I think the scary part about that is that you're probably gonna have to double take and kind of like really do your digging now when you're getting a tattoo because I think it's a huge rise now within the industry. I think it's a rise obviously within the music industry as well, but it's really scary. And these guys as well, just to kind of add on top of that, I'm gonna probably like I don't know if I should name drop them or not. I might in a minute.
Ah!
But they were very sort of so an account commented on one of my posts, and the whole purpose of their account is to call out AI. So as soon as I saw this account, I was like, damn, this is quite interesting. So I went on their page, checked out a few of their posts and stuff, and that was the first thing I see, this tattoo page. So I do my digging as well, and I look in the comment sections, and you've got a bunch of people going like, what the fuck is this AI slop? Like we expected better. They had like previous customers coming on the post and going, I'm not coming back.
Shit.
um, which it's rightfully so. I might even include a little still of the AI poster as well, since I have it on my phone. If you're watching, but this place is called Midtown Tattoo. Um, on their on their post, it says 15th Versary. So it's clearly a misspelling of anniversary on there
Fuck, they
because it's
blocked me
AI.
too. What the fuck?
They just blocked everyone. Um, I
I
think it
haven't
must be
even
because you do the
messaged these
podcast.
guys. What the fuck, man?
So these dudes, I think they've obviously seemingly blocked everybody that's kind of called it out, including the artists themselves that kind of work for this particular place. And in the comment sections, they don't quote me on this necessarily because I don't know exactly what they said now, but I remember it being a very transphobic comment and a very sort of derogatory comment towards people sort of within the LGBT community and stuff as well, which is really, really strange. I mean, I will never diss anyone for having their own thoughts on things, but I do think that a lot of thoughts should be kept to themselves when it's hateful. We're all human, we all have opinions, but to be a public sort of tattoo, parlor or whatever you would call it, and to be that openly fucking dumb, really shocked me. So if you are from LA and you are thinking about going to Midtown Tattoo, maybe
Don't
think
do it.
twice.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
maybe maybe think twice, especially if you are someone that has a brain, we'll just say. Um, these
Yeah.
these dudes are the scum of the earth. Um,
Thing is,
that's kind of
it
my little rant.
also takes away from like actual fucking artists that spend so much time and effort to make like custom designs for people. Because I've seen
Yeah,
so much. It's like these pro AI tattoo artists will be like, yeah, but how do you expect me to draw so many flash in such little time? If you're complaining about that, don't be a fucking artist. Like, oh my god,
exactly.
I'm bitching because I have to draw so much art. Why the
It's
fuck did you
insane.
choose this career then?
Like, go work at Arby's or something.
Yeah, this video is sponsored by Arby's. Like, what the?
It's insane, and obviously there's been a rise as well in the use of it within. I mean, I think we maybe briefly touched on it in the last episode. I can't quite remember, but with the rise of kind of AI and music pages, so not necessarily music itself, but obviously like the reposters that do kind of a similar thing to
The
what I
captions
do
where
on
it's
Door Music
like,
Club.
Lane Staley is not just a legend. M dash. He's an inspiration. M dash. Topped only by his legacy. Dot dot dot. The music he writes is not just everlasting. M dash. It's never ending. And like God, dude, it's the thing is you call them out and they're like, "Yeah, but like you
It's
expect me
like
to
it's still
post all
AI.
that on my own?"
Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude, like I do it, Grunge Bible does it, a lot of pages do it. Like I don't understand, it's not really like that much of a chore. Like I can understand maybe like throwing in a few statistics in the caption about the band or the song or something, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're just like putting a prompt into ChatGPT and then copy and pasting it into the caption, then, there's something wrong there. Like what are we
Yeah.
really doing here, you know?
Because my thing is, right, at that point, you have to wonder if just the entire thing is automated, right? If they have like a bot that grabs clips, and then a bot that writes captions, and then a bot that posts it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as my understanding is, I know that certain pages, and I don't mind name dropping because I,
Legends
I
of
really
music.
don't mind name dropping. Legends of Music, they have, don't quote me on the exact number, but I know they have 5+ accounts, which could stem to potentially 10 accounts. I think it might have been 10 or 11. And they basically just have like an account. So they have like one account for pictures, and they have one account for like 70s, one account for 80s, one account for like isolating vocals, one account for whatever music videos. I'm not too sure. And that kind of begs the question where like this dude that runs the page has a full-time job. Um, how is he running 11 different accounts at the same
The
time?
answer is he's not.
AI. Yeah, it's not him. It's completely automated, and it's quite disturbing. I mean, even the tools that he uses on some of his posts to isolate vocals and do things like that, it is an AI tool, and that's kind of where it can get a bit sticky with AI because I know a lot of people that are anti-AI are kind of in favor of AI being used for certain things, especially when it comes to the production of music and things like
Yeah.
that, because it has actually been prominent for 15 plus years, a lot of it, right? Like 10 plus years. It's been around. So I don't think AI in that regard is necessarily the problem, but I can't really give my 2 cents on it because I'm not sort of in the scene and I'm not using it actively. In fact, I don't use it at all.
Yeah.
So
I mean, my thing
yeah.
is, right, if you're having to use AI to assist with the creative process, then I feel like you're not really an artist, you know?
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of the similar thing to the tattoo situation as well, right? As well,
Yeah,
because
100%.
how creative are these people? Like, do they have like, are they kind of just being a tattoo artist to be a tattoo artist? It's kind of like how certain people are like in a band, but just to kind of be in a band. Like they don't really have a passion for it, but they kind of like how it looks on them.
Exactly.
Um, so yeah, it could be a case like that for sure. But I just wanted to kind of jump in after that small rant and answer some questions that we potentially didn't get to last week, or we have gotten within the past week as well, because the reception from the first episode was so good. I'm really pleased with how everything went. I think we had 100+ views on all platforms.
Thank you guys so much for that. I feel truly honored that you listened to me and a British asshole rant for that long.
We are working to get the mute drummer button as well, so
Yeah,
hopefully that'll
hopefully
be
soon, right?
implemented. Yes, then you can just listen to me, which is the key to life.
Do we get the mute Ben button?
The mute British cunt button.
Hopefully
Um,
soon, so I can listen to it.
I
Fun.
just want to kind of, yeah, well, I was going to jump sort of into a couple of questions that we've got. The first one, and by the way, guys, this is not going to be the entirety of the episode. We have a huge segment coming up about ticket prices and things like that. But we just kind of wanted to cover all bases quickly. So the first question comes from Lucio, and he said, "Ask Andy how he got into playing drums." So, Andy, how did you get into playing drums?
Okay, so back when I was like 4 or 5 years old, maybe 6 at most, I was trying to figure out a way to like kind of fill the void of free time. And my parents were like, "Hey, do you want to do sports?" Fuck that noise. Not doing sport. I'd rather die than do sports again. So I'm like, what if I did an instrument? I sat behind a drum kit and just kind of immediately did like drummers will know what four on the floor is. I kind of just immediately did that, like a boots cat. And my
Yeah.
parents were like, "Okay, yeah, you're gonna play drums." And then like a year goes by, I'm not huge into it, and then my mom is at her car dealership getting a new car and meets the drummer for Aerosmith at the car dealership.
Holy shit.
So we go down, like they take me down to meet him, and he goes, "Yeah, you look like a drummer." And of course, the drummer for Aerosmith says you look like a drummer. You're gonna like go from, "Yeah, I guess I'm a drummer too." "Oh my god, I'm a drummer." Because I'm like fucking 6 years old. Ever since I've just been obsessed. My first live show, if you could call it that, was like a rock camp thing at a venue here when I was like 8, and I've just been obsessed ever since. It's like the one thing I never want to stop doing. So yeah, that's how I got into it.
Has that kind of impacted your social life? Like, how would you? What has kind of the impact of drumming been on you? Like, do you recommend it to people potentially that are in a similar situation?
Yeah, I recommend playing an instrument to like literally anybody. I think that creative expression is like the number one thing, especially with, I mean, not to get too much into the AI talk, but with how prevalent AI is in our society, finding a way to artistically express yourself is the most important thing you can do, because there's going to come a time where like people need that human element from art, and if that's something that you have, you'll become a very, very not valuable. I hate to say that art is only worth something because it has value, but it'll be something that people really appreciate, especially in the modern age. For how it's like affected me, when I was younger, I didn't really have a lot of friends, just because went to like a high school where the main most popular artists were like Travis Scott and Kendrick Lamar and Juice World. And I listened to like Caius and Queens, so it was like this weird little thing where I didn't really fit in with like the emos, because I liked My Chemical Romance and Pierce the Veil, but I mean, they didn't know who the fuck Caius was. I didn't really fit in
Yeah.
with the stoners because I'm like this weird little fucking brat trying to hang out with the seniors when I'm in a freshman year class. So, uh, I would recommend it, man. It's the one thing that I wake up every day and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm happy that I play drums. So, you mentioned having a guitar last episode. You thinking about trying to figure out how to play that more? Or?
Yeah, I am to be honest. My guitar, it's nothing special. I bought it a couple of years back to try and, give myself more of a purpose and kind of
Yeah.
get into it a little bit more. But I'm somebody that's very, and to be honest, it's something I've actually worked on. So I think if I do get back into it, then yeah. But I was very impatient.
Yeah.
I wanted instant results, and a couple of years ago, I would never have been able to have started the page. I never would have been able to have started the podcast. mainly due to that. Like in my head, it was like, right, episode one, I have to have like 1 million views. That would have been my approach a couple years back. Um, so if I didn't see instant results, I was kind of like, meh. Um, but yeah, fucking Goonies impression. um, yeah, so I think it's something I do want to get into. I would really love at some point within the next couple years to kind of like, I don't know, maybe like make a song or something. Just kind of like put something out there. Like it's never been something I've done, but it's something that I've always wanted to do.
You know, the only way
Um,
to do it is by not going, maybe in a couple of years, maybe, just fucking sit down and do it, you know?
yeah, and that's kind of how I am as well. Like I'm saying right now, yeah, it'll be in a couple of years, but I think I'll just wake up one day and be like, fuck it, like I'm gonna put my
Yeah.
time into this and really do it. I think it'd be really cool, especially like with the page we had like the whole events thing that I'm looking at doing and stuff. So wouldn't it be cool if we did these events and I could fucking play a song or something? Imagine that, like at one of the events, that'd just be
On stage with Alice in Chains and play Rooster.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think that would go down very well, but we can maybe try.
But speaking of playing guitar, I see a question here that says, you post more vids of Josh Homme dancing with his butt sticking out. What the fuck is that?
Um,
The comment is
who
from
asked that
someone who's
question?
no. The comment's from someone whose username is Wiggle Butt. What the fuck?
So I just want to address
What
Wiggle
the?
Butt 8 right now, um, and just say I've never posted a video of him dancing with his arse sticking out, and I don't really intend on doing that. So there are other pages for that, like Legends of Music, maybe that might be your change of pace that you need.
You're about
Um,
to lose 11.9 thousand followers after
fuck.
saying that you're not posting wiggle butt videos. This is holy fuck. But no, like jokes aside, question that I saw is, do you think artists should engage more with their fans after gigs? And that one's from Ronan. Thank you very much for that question, Ronan.
Yeah, thank you, Ronan. We're always chatting in the DMs and stuff. He always has some cool things to say. I think he's from Ireland, I think.
Nice.
So shout out to the Irish. I think yes. I think obviously I don't think it's something that bigger bands can do. But I think if you are a supporting band or just a smaller band in general, then I think it's very important to do that. I mean, I've only ever met one band after a show. They hung out at the merch stand and
Stella?
stuff. Bean Stella, yeah,
Yeah,
and
nice.
we just like chopped up for like a minute or so, got a picture, and it's just a cool experience. I think it's something that like it kind of solidify. Like if you've played a good set at a show, and then afterward you meet the people, shake their hand, and kind of like take a pic with them or sell them some merch, you've gained a fan now for life almost. Like
Yeah,
these people
100%.
are gonna be they're going to be looking out for your next show. They're going to be following you on socials. They're going to be streaming your songs. They're going to be, they're probably going to post that picture on their Instagram and they're going to be telling all their friends that, yo, I met the front guy from this band or I met the drummer from this band. They're really cool. Like they gave me their drumstick. They gave me their pick. Like I think it's very important for a smaller band. I think you'll gain a lot of supporters by doing that. And I think it's something that's kind of lost a little bit. I mean, I've been to a
Honestly.
fair few amount of shows and I don't encounter that a lot. So I'd
But
like to know your thoughts on it.
like the thing is, right, for a smaller band, yes, like we try after shows, we sit out in the open. We talk to people that we noticed engaging in the like set and everything like that. But when you get to bands that are like the size of, I mean, we were just talking about Josh, so like Queens. I mean,
Yep.
I'm not gonna name names, but there are some crazy fucks that listen to the point of where like sometimes security will kick people out trying to meet them after shows just because like that one person happens to be at the venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I agree with you. Smaller artists should, but I also think bigger artists should if they have the opportunity. And that's why I
Yeah.
love like bands like Queens or this is going to be a deep cut, Styx,
Okay.
because they all try to do that. You know, if you happen to see them after a show, they'll be happy to chop it up with you. I think I had like a 10 or 11-minute conversation with John Theodore after one of the Catacombs shows, just
That's cool.
because I was like, I'm a drummer, you inspire me. And he's like, oh, cool, what's your band? Like, what genre do you play? Oh, cool, like, who are your inspirations? And I'm like, you're one of them. Uh, You're so fucking tall, Jesus Christ. But, no, I think if you should, you should. Or if you could, you should. If you can't, fuck God. If you can, you should. But if you can't, it's understandable. You know.
Yeah, I think as well, like when I look at it, it's like there's too many crazy people out there, I think, for bands of like kind of even like a I don't know, I don't really know how many like tickets you have to sell to be like classed as like a mid-tier band or a lower tier band or a high tier band, but I think it kind of gets a bit crazy at one point where it is sort of one of those things where it's like we'll just take a step back and kind of let the fans do their own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, to begin with, 100%. And one thing I don't like, and don't don't quote me on this, but did you pay to like go see Jerry Cantrell and stuff?
So
Is that
when
something you did?
I met Jerry, it was a really cool kind of thing. James paid to meet him just because we had just finished recording our
Shout out
first.
James.
Yeah, love you, James. We had just recorded our first single, and he's like, "Okay, I want to like meet my personal hero and be like, hey, you inspired me to learn guitar, and this is the result of that, you know?"
Yeah, yeah.
So for a reason like that, I get it, but I really lucked out because for whatever fucking reason, I get to San Antonio, and as I'm finding parking, he calls me and he's like, "Hey, fucking run to the venue. They just gave me two meet and greet passes instead of one."
Well, that's cool.
So he just ended up somehow, because he's like, I don't think he ever got double charged. He just happened to get a spare meet and greet pass, so I got to meet him for free. Shitting my pants, by the way. Only person in the merch line without something for him to sign, and I didn't have time to prep myself because it was like, hey, run to the venue. I ran to the venue, and he's like, cool, you meet Jerry Cantrell in 12 minutes. But nah, it artists like that, I'd be okay paying a little bit extra. Not like the ticket prices that we're about to get into extra, but
Yeah. I mean, my take on it is that personally, like just from the front of things, I don't agree with the whole like additional cost for like a meet and greet package or anything. Just my take on it, obviously. But it's one of them things where it's like, let's say your paycheck comes in, you're going to a Queen show, for example, the following day, and there's a pass available for $150, and you get to like get a T-shirt and meet Josh Homme. Like part of you is gonna be like, you know what, like I have a bit of cash to burn, like I might do it, you know.
yeah,
But on the front of things, I don't agree with it, and it kind of does factor into what we're going to talk about because it's one of them things where it's like, yeah, as a whole, we should probably kind of put our foot down when it comes to expensive ticket prices as well, but we all give into it because we want to see live music, and I think it's one of them things as well where, you know, the opportunity arises to meet one of your heroes, you're probably going to take it. You know, even if you don't agree with having to pay that money, it's a once in a lifetime thing. You know, how many times are you going to meet Jerry Cantrell? You know, so
probably never again. Yeah,
I don't know, man. You might. You never know. You
maybe
never know.
when he
Um,
features on a Dining with Devils track, maybe.
yeah, let me know when that happens. Yeah, I think on the face of things, I don't agree with the paid thing, like I said, but I understand it. You know, like I 100% like get it because I think if I was in a position where I could afford to like, you know, I know there's people out there that go to like I don't know 15 shows of like of a specific band, like they just follow them around on their tour. You know, like if I was in a position to do that, maybe I would. You know, like I can't really comment. You know, I've never had like the additional money to even half the time buy merch after a show. You know, like I'm always playing with the budget and stuff. So
Yeah,
if I had the money to do so, I probably would.
it's
You
one of
know,
those things where I feel like concerts nowadays are for people with disposable income as opposed to just for people that enjoy art.
Yeah, 100%. I think there needs to be like something in place potentially in, you could probably run it in major cities to begin with, but tickets should kind of be like almost handed out to people in the community and stuff like that are actively in the scene and that actually have like a love for art rather than it just kind of being a popularity contest. Like I know a lot of people, and this kind of does factor into what we're going to speak about as well, which I will get to in like literally a minute. With like festivals and stuff like. I do genuinely believe that people go to Coachella just to say they're at Coachella. And I know that's not a hot take,
No,
but
not at all, man.
it's I don't like saying that because I think it's like a controversial topic as well at the same time. I don't want to come across as somebody that's like, these people aren't there for the music, they're just there for the TikToks and the, like to get the merch and stuff and to wear the wristband and to
There
kind of promote
are,
it on their
man.
stories.
There's like
But
some people that are literally paid by Coachella to film themselves at Coachella for the sake of being able to post about Coachella so more people know about Coachella.
exactly. And it's like these people, they're paying like literally $5,000 plus all in all. So like for the entire weekend, accommodation, ticket, drinks, merch, everything as well. And it's like, do you know how much money $5,000 is? Like it's a lot of money. Like
Fuck,
you
dude.
could
$5,000 would cover my car payment for like a full fucking year.
exactly like it's ludicrous, I think, and I don't understand the appeal of spending that much money to go see like Justin Bieber and Sabrina Carpenter. Like I mean, it's not my scene, obviously,
Yeah.
but I mean, to be honest, we all know they're not actually going for the music, but you know my point. Like they're the headliners. So yeah, I don't get it. I think it would be a cool thing if venues specifically kind of worked with people within the community and artists and gave out tickets to people active in the scene that can make not only well, I think they could make concerts a better place as well. Like there's a lack of concert etiquette as well when you go to a show, and I think that is down to the people attending the concert.
Well,
You know,
100%, man. And a lot of the time, I've seen because I've been to a fair few shows in my life, and what I've seen is for the more popular artists, the lower the concert etiquette is. The more niche an artist, the better the concert etiquette. It's fucking insane.
100%. I mean, like I've had a fair few like pretty sort of annoying experiences at gigs. Like nothing to completely ruin the night for me, but when something just happened and you're like, well, why? You're just
Yeah.
like, why did you do that? Like, why? Like, what's the point? And at a gig, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful and happy to be there. So nothing can really truly annoy me unless I'm getting like spin kicked in the mosh pit and knocked out. But like I've been at some shows. For example, I went to go see a band in Toronto with a couple friends and that. They're like a pop band. They're from Ireland. They're called Inhaler, and I I was there, and like the vibes just weren't very good for the first. I went to back-to-back nights with my friends, and the first night just wasn't very good. It was just kind of everyone there just kind of felt like they had like something above you, like it's like no, I should be here. Like I've been following these people since the start. Like I hold something above you, and it's like that's not what music is about, you know. I don't I don't really get that. Like, I understand if you've been a fan for a long time and you might know
Yeah.
every lyric to every song, but that doesn't make you more of a fan than anybody. You could pick up a band a day before the gig and just fall in love and be really into that band. And yet again, it doesn't mean that you're a better fan than that person.
100%, man. It's like I hate
Um,
superiority complex that some fans seem to have just because they've liked an artist longer. And I get that sometimes I can fall into that with Queens, just because I've listened to them for the better half of like going on 13 or 14 years now. But at the same time, it's like if that person likes the music you like, so fucking what? You're really going to be pissed because they're one row in front of you and they've listened for 4 less years than you have?
exactly. Like it means nothing in the grand scheme of things. And I think a lot of the times, I'm just going to be honest right now, I think a lot of the times, and this might not go down very well with certain people, but I don't think people are there for the music half the time. And I'm not talking about a popularity thing. I think A lot of people, they might have a little crush on one of the band members. They might,
Yeah.
like I think that's a very big thing as well. Like, for example, the band that I saw, really attractive dudes in the band. I think people kind of get sucked into that a little bit too much. Like I don't know if you've ever seen like the videos back in the day of like people fainting when like fucking Michael Jackson would like walk into the crowd or something. I think these people are kind of the same. I remember the drummer kind of like threw his drumstick into the crowd or something, and it was like really close to me, and my friend was with me at the time, and I'm quite tall, so I was like, I'll try and try and grab it for her. Um, Dude, like I've been in mosh pits before, intense mosh pits, but this little like circle of like fucking teenage girls, dude, I got fucked up. They fucking,
Now,
they were
dude, the thing
fucking me
is,
up.
right? You have shit like that, and then you have when I went to Jerry Cantrell, the drummer threw his stick, and I went to reach down and pick it up. And because I was the first person to bend down to pick it up, everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's his."
Yeah, and that's how it should be.
Yeah,
That's kind of like first come first serves type of thing. Like it's
like whoever can fucking claw at other people the best.
like I had a literal like fucking. It's like it looked like I'd been handcuffed on my wrist. Like someone like did like a fucking like a some kind of hold on my wrist, like twisted my wrist around, and I'm like, damn, like what are we doing here? Like I don't deserve this. um, but yeah, I just kind of wanna. I said we'll jump into the ticket price thing like 5 minutes ago, but
30 minutes
we'll get
later.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 minutes later, we will jump into it. So, um, I've kind of been disgusted for the better part of I don't know, a few years now at kind of the rise in ticket prices. And I think it's always been a problem ever since Ticketmaster kind of became a thing. Um, but in recent years, I think it has gotten insane. And for the start of this, I don't want to just completely jump into insulting a lot of the bands and stuff because I think a lot of it isn't necessarily down to them. But I think a lot of these kind of huge bands can probably change this, but I don't think they really care enough to do it. Um, I don't think that they live in the real world half the time. I think they don't understand that £300 for a 3 hour concert is like detrimental to somebody's bank account the way it is, especially in the world we live in now.
Yeah.
Um, because it's not just 300. Like if you see a ticket for £300, it's not just £300. You click on the ticket, and it's got the fucking service charge, and then it's got the fee, and then it's got the fee on top of the fee, and then it's got the tax, and then it's got like all these other things, fucking VAT. It's got all these other things kind of included. So that £300 then turns into pound, and then you actually have to get to the event. Okay, let's say you live an hour away, and you're gonna drive. Okay, so we're gonna drive.
Fuck,
That's the
20 bucks a
gas.
gas.
20 bucks of gas, and then oh wait, I have to get event parking because there's nowhere to park nearby. How much is that? £40. Okay, great. So now we're getting closer to 400. And then you're like, damn, I need to get a drink or something. I need to get something to eat while I'm in the area. Then you've topped £400 then because you have to eat and drink in a fucking day. Um, you get to the venue. Oh, there's a long sleeve tee there for £65, and that's the cheapest thing there. And then whenever I go to a gig, I like to get something to kind of, show everyone that I've been to this gig and kind of have that as the memory. So, yeah, again, they're doing that. And then they're looking at over £500 that they've spent on one show,
And
So
then
it's,
you go from that, and then you look back in like the 90s, a show with Nirvana and Soundgarden on the bill, 10 bucks.
yep. Dude, imagine. Can you
For
imagine?
inflation today, like if you account for inflation, it would be because I did the math before all this. A Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden show would be 22.85 today.
Ain't that insane? Like, genuinely, like when you really, because like when you work it out, like you said with inflation and stuff, it doesn't equate to fucking £500. Like it doesn't equate to those prices. So I really do want to know where they got these prices from because I don't think they live in the real world, dude. To be honest, I think it's It's ridiculous. Like, and it's the same thing. I could obviously talk about this all day, politically, everything, the rise of gas prices, the rise of groceries. It is diabolical.
It's fucking awful,
I've got
man.
I've got one here as well. And this is I posted this on my Instagram about a month ago-ish. This was a Caius and Fu Manchu gig. It was in 1994, which, by the way, imagine seeing those two on the same bill. Like, we'd be in heaven.
Yeah.
This is a 21 and over show. Doors at 8 p.m. January 26th of 1994. $7. Can you imagine? 1994 as well. That's kind of like just before the release of Welcome to Sky Valley, I think.
Shit.
So, they had Blues for the Red Sun, they had Wretch out at that point. They're
Just did
kind
the
of
math
getting
on
more
that.
and more established. Yep.
$15.60 to see Caius and Fu Manchu. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Insane. Insane.
And then,
And
like, you look at other shit, right? Where you put prices in for like what you charge for tickets today, and you put it to back then. Would you pay $30 in 1998, or like let's say 2002? Would you pay $258 to see Songs for the Deaf?
no.
Like, what the fuck?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm looking at this right now. Like, how much is a Big Mac meal from McDonald's nowadays? Is that over $7? Probably.
Fucking big bag.
Like, dude, like that's insane. I mean, obviously, like with our promotional deal, you can get an Arby's meat stacker for only €4 if you
Yeah,
use code
and a small fry
DMC
if
at
you use
checkout.
code DMC at checkout. So, but no,
But
like
like,
I'm looking at this right now. Concert prices increased 80.5% from 2021 to 2022. From 1996, so in 21 years, 1996 to 2021, concert prices increased 429%. The average concert
fuck.
went from being $25 to $140.
Jesus Christ. And I bet that's just like the core price as well. Like as we said before, with the fees on top of everything as well. Like it's insane. Like it's we can't afford to go to shows anymore. Like I've not been to a show this year, and that's mainly down to that. Like I've just not had the I don't know, like I feel like to pay that, I mean, for starters, I would never pay them prices to go to a show anyway. But even kind of like your mid-range kind of run-of-the-mill shows that are at local venues and stuff, like even they're hiking up in prices, and it's like I'm not paying, for example, £40 or £35 to go see a local band with like two or three other bands on the lineup. Like I'm not like sorry, I'm just not paying those prices. Like what am I benefiting from that? I love live music, I love supporting bands and stuff, but no, those prices they're insane.
And it's
Like they're
even it's even worse as a band in the scene because you'll see these local bands charging big act prices for their merch. Like, I'm obviously not going to drop names, but a couple
of
years
course.
ago, we played in San Antonio. There was this band that had like a screen print t shirt that they were selling for $45. It's like, you have two people here to see your show, and you're charging $45 for it's why my guys for like 3 years now, like we're just now starting to charge 10-15 bucks for a shirt because we don't want to be a fucking t-shirt company, man. If you like our art and you want to support us, but I'm not going to charge you 45 goddamn dollars for a shirt that says the band name on it and nothing else.
Exactly, and it's not like, and this isn't to dog like you or any of your the bands that you play with and stuff, but band tees aren't like the greatest quality in the world. That's not the purpose of them. The purpose of them is so you can take something home and wear it with pride to show off what you love. Bands aren't paying top dollar to get these great high quality kind of materials and stuff to work with. Like
It's not made
they're
out of
not doing
fucking
that.
lambskin or anything. It's cotton and
Yeah,
fabric.
exactly. So they literally have no right to be sort of charging what they do charge. You know, as we said, like you're in a band, you're in the scene, you kind of understand how much it costs to produce merch and CDs and things like that. Like you understand that these people are being greedy, right? Like you kind of see it firsthand.
It's one of those things where it's like they know they're not going to sell much, so they double charge for everything so that when they make a sale, they get really good prices out of it. For them, not
Yeah,
for the fucking person buying the shirt.
exactly. And it's insane. I think it is just purely greed as well. You know, it is just purely greed. I mean, I'm not like a fucking mathematician by any means, but for some of these bands out there that are playing venues that are, I don't know, let's say like 1,000 capacity, and they're charging $30 a ticket, they're walking home with a lot of money that night, you know. Um, and I understand that there's things that you have to pay to
Like you pay
certain
off the
people.
venue. Sometimes they take merch cuts. You got to split it between all the
Yeah,
acts, stuff like that. But let's say like your thing, $30 ticket, 1,000 people show up. That's 30,000. Let's say the venue takes like 30% of that, right? 33, just to make the math easier. 20,000
exactly.
split between, let's say, a three-band bill. Still, as one member of the band, walking away with at least $1,000.
And the rest, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
for
when you think
one
about like
fucking
merch and
show.
stuff as well, yeah, it's insane. Like, I mean, that's for obviously it's not just like a couple hours of your time because there's all the travel and stuff that goes into it and everything that kind of goes into touring and making the album, like not only the money but the blood, sweat, the tears, everything that's gone into it.
Uh,
So I understand that musicians should be paid accordingly, you know, especially if they're at a level where they can sort of draw crowds in and stuff. But I mean, you know, the minimum wage over here, like in a year, would probably be, off the top of my head, I think it's probably like under 25 grand a year, like 22, 23 grand a year, just working minimum wage. So as a musician, like let's say if you were making a grander show, you're at that level where you can kind of like draw a crowd in any city you go to. You know, you're making that quick time, like you're making that fast, and on the other hand as well, you're also getting to see the fucking world. You know, you're getting to travel, you're getting to do these really fucking cool things. Um, and you know, that's sort of, and by the way, I don't think that sort of Spotify and things like that pay well at all. But
dude.
you also you have that in the background though. You know, like you also have those kind of like small passive incomes in the background from streaming and from people buying your merch online
um,
or album sales and stuff. So,
for
but yeah,
context,
go on.
with Spotify, right? We
Yeah,
have that song we put out in February, Purgatory of the Mind, that's almost at 20K streams, right?
yeah.
The entire time it's been out, we've probably made about 14 bucks off of streaming from it.
It's fucking crazy.
From 20,000. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I get why artists overcharge merch to an extent because, like, holy fuck, some of these guys are living show to show, you know?
Yeah,
But also, when you get to the level of, like, Taylor Swift, and you're charging $80 or $100 for a wool sweater that says TS on it, get off your fucking high horse, man. You could make affordable
yeah,
merch, and you're just deciding not. And you can't even blame the record label at that point.
yeah.
It's just
You hold
overpriced for
power
the
still.
sake of being overpriced. It's why for ticket prices especially, I wanted to mention big shout out to The Cure. Because back when they were doing their latest tour, there were a lot of venues that were like, "Hey, we're gonna do resale, and we're gonna let people like resell tickets for like 500% more than you originally charged." And The Cure's like, "We won't play a show if you allow that. Like, we will pull out from your venue if you allow
That's
tickets to
awesome.
be resold for anything other than face value."
Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to the Cure for that.
And I'm
That's
like,
that's fucking cool as
that
fuck.
more bands should do that. I remember when I saw Queens, 2023. I paid 80 bucks for Floor.
Yeah.
I saw them in Boston last summer. I think I paid $70 for one night, like 90 something for the next. Boom. $100 for like the same closeness that I would have had.
Can I play devil's advocate a little bit here though?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm not just gonna like come into the defense of Queens or anything because I have just previously kind of slated them for some of their prices, but I think the Catacomb shows especially were obviously always going to be a little bit more expensive at face value because of the production that went into it as well. So I feel like we have to kind of mention that. Like there was a whole like orchestra, right? Like it was a big thing for those Catacomb shows. Like they had a big
Yeah.
crew with them. So I can understand to an extent sort of hiking the prices up, especially because it's kind of like a limited time thing, like it was only, I don't think they're going to be doing this tour forever. I know they added a couple additional dates for this month, I think they're doing a show in Palm Springs and one in like Seattle or something.
Yeah.
Um, so I can understand to an extent it's kind of hiking the price up for that reason. Um, but some of the resales on those events were insane. And you know, I think bands can keep that under control, like you said with the Cure. Playing venues that weren't going to allow the resale. Queens could do that. I just don't really think it's at the top of their priority to even think about that. But listen, if anyone's listening to this in a band, we can't fucking afford it. So like,
Yeah.
take us for an example. We can't afford it. Like I can break down how much it costs to just do things as a regular person. You'll be fucking shocked.
Man,
Like a lot. Go on.
Muse is my biggest example. General
Yeah.
admission started at 150.
Yeah. Was that sitting on the lawn as well?
Lawn seat GA started at 150 for the venue near me.
It's ridiculous. Like, like Muse are a band. Like, they're at a level now where they could play anywhere in the world, at any venue up to like 10,000 people, and probably sell it out comfortably. Anywhere in the world. They could play a show in like fucking Macedonia. They could play a show in fucking Brazil. They could play a show. I mean, in Brazil, they'd probably draw a crowd 200,000. Those guys are insane for music. Like, I don't know if you've seen some of the crowds over there.
Most of our listeners
They,
are from Brazil. It's crazy.
yeah, they love rock. They love metal. They're fucking great people. They have good taste. They also do good barbecue over there as well. So I need to get over there sometime.
DMC
Um,
and Andy Brazil trip one.
but yeah, steak and beers. Fuck yeah.
Steak and beer, dude. Fuck yeah, steak and beers.
But yeah, Muse can definitely keep that under control. I just kind of wanted to spin that round though as well to one festival that's happening in California. So this event, I don't know if you've heard about it, it's Huntington Beach and it's called Darker Waves Festival. This event is happening on Saturday, November 14th. So a one-day event, okay? The two headliners, well, the main headliner is Morrissey from the Smiths, and then the other kind of band on there that's the selling point is the Smashing Pumpkins.
But I saw
So,
that, yeah.
so for context as well, and this is something that I've kind of I'm always bringing up, but when you go to see Morrissey or the Smashing Pumpkins or some of the other bands on this bill like Soft Cell, Gary Newman, Simple Minds, they're not at their best anymore. Their best days have passed them. They're obviously getting a little bit older now. So going and seeing them, you're not hearing what you hear through your headphones on Spotify, the recordings from the 90s and the early 2000s and the 80s. Like that's not what you're going to
Yeah.
be hearing in person. So instantly for me, I think ticket prices should lower for that, especially. You're not getting the full experience that you would normally be getting,
Yeah, you're
right?
saying like a out of their prime discount?
Yeah. Well, dude, so here's the thing. I'll give you a comparison. You won't obviously like know a bunch about this, but in like sports, for example, let's just compare it to sports. You are, let's say, in your peak, you were the best basketball player in the world, right? But now you're 38 years old and you're coming to the end of your career. You're not as much of a hot commodity now. All these big teams aren't going to be like lining up to sign you anymore. You're not going to be getting the best contracts anymore. You're not going to be getting the best deals anymore. Nike don't care about you anymore. They're on to the next big thing.
You say
You know,
Nike.
Nike. Say Nike.
Oh yeah,
Nike aren't
Nike,
onto you anymore.
Nike. Oh yeah. Oh, I love wearing
you,
my Nike brand shit. Anyways, as you were saying.
you won't like how I say Adidas as well.
Oh, ah.
But you know, these brands aren't going to care about you anymore because they're on to the next hot thing, you know. Um, and that's kind of how music should not be in a way, because obviously a lot of my favorite bands are from that era. But there should be some kind of discount. You know, there should be something that's like, listen, guys, like we're not at our peak anymore. We still want to put on a hell of a show for you. We've got a passion for this, so the tickets are going to be capped at this price instead. You know, we've made our money throughout our career, you know, but we're just doing this now as like a to give back and because we love it. You know, that's kind of what it should be like for me anyway. Like, I saw an interview with Alice Cooper the other day, and he was talking about in rock specifically how people never know how to call it quits. You know, so many kind of acts in the rock scene
Guns N' Roses.
play, yeah, Guns N' Roses or Mickey Mouse. They play. You didn't get that, did you? Good Axl Rose impression. You know, they play and play and play up until they're like 80 years old. And he was saying, you know, it's not for money, it's for the love of the game and passion and stuff. But I'm like, yeah, if it was for the love of the game and because they're passionate about it, then they wouldn't be charging $800 tickets. You know, like it wouldn't. Like seriously, they'd be playing free shows if that was the case, or they'd be charging just enough to kind of break even and like cover the venue fees and stuff. So it's clearly about money, and it always has been. And that's kind of what gets me with it all. So going back to this festival to just kind of give you a breakdown of the prices of everything. This will blow people away, I think. The kind of like the top package that you can get is $1,750.70.
What do you get with that?
Well, for starters, I just want to know, like, why is there 70 cents on top of the already $1,750? What is the need for the 70 cents?
They have to make 70 cents a profit somehow, dude.
That's very true.
Otherwise,
That's
they're going to be
very
in the
true,
red, you know? They're only profiting 70 cents per VIP purchase.
So, so, so basically, for this cost, you're getting some really good things here, right? And obviously, this is totally worth the price.
Yeah.
And this is what they advertise on the official page as well. So it says you get performances all day on multiple stages.
Oh.
Well, like everyone else doesn't get that. It's a fucking festival. The whole point is that if you pay general admission, you get access to every fucking stage.
Yeah, but no, the thing is, this time you're paying 1,770 cents for that.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here? And then the second one here is access to elevated and unobstructed views of both main stages with shaded open lounge seating.
You're just further away from the fucking artist, but in the shade.
Exactly.
What?
So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then for the third thing you get, it's a dedicated ultimate VIP entrance at main festival entrance and inside festival grounds. So I would love to know what this is. Like, do they roll out the fucking red carpet and you just walk through like a bigger archway than everyone else?
No, man,
like,
you'll
what?
see it when we go to Sick New World. It's literally just a separate entrance with less people.
Yeah, that's insane, isn't it? Like, why are we paying extra just to kind of maybe wait like 2 minutes less to get into the venue? Like, what the fuck?
The
And then
70
here as well.
cents goes to.
Well, yeah, exactly. We mustn't forget the 70 cents. It's a very important figure, you know. And then here as well, so you get 3 complimentary drinks, and that kind of goes for everything available there. And it says it's preloaded onto your wristband as well. And it says you must be 21 plus. So if you're 20 years old, then you're not getting anything. Like, there should be something in place of that, you would think. You know, you should probably get like infinite soft drinks all day for that price.
The
You know,
thing
like, there
is,
should
right?
be-
It says it's preloaded on your wrist, but how many free drinks realistically do you get? Because, like, if that's the case, get VIP and get fucking all the GA people as many drinks as they want.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. And then they also have here as well, to kind of go back to the food thing, one complimentary meal. Um, Yeah, so just one small. I'm assuming that the complimentary meal is like from a food truck that's there or something. So
Yeah.
probably like two tacos or something that would normally cost like $15. You're getting that for quote unquote free, which we all know it's not for free.
That's what the
um,
700 goes to. Is that one free
yeah,
$50 taco?
and then I'm assuming that the 1000 goes to the dedicated flushable restroom facility.
You're fucking kidding.
Everyone else just pisses in a hole, but these guys get to flush their
You're
toilet.
fucking joking. They at what? Hold up. So are there any other perks before I like go off on this?
Yeah, and I'll read them off quickly before you go off. So
Hey, I go ahead.
we've got we've got one complimentary Darker Waves official festival merchandise T-shirt. Um, and it says this is the other like funny thing as well. It says it's redeemable at main festival merch locations throughout the site, right? Which we all know. If you go to a festival, those lines are long, like really fucking
And they
long.
don't have a fucking
So,
VIP entrance either. So
yep. So you have to wait with the.
then you go, haha, look at this, you fucking plebs. I have a wristband that means my t-shirt is free.
But you know the crazy thing though? It says while supplies last. So you're not even guaranteed the ticket. If you get to the event and let's say there's a band you really want to go see and they're on at 2 p.m. or something, and then there's like let's say you're just seeing bands all day because you want to get your money's worth, right? And then it gets to the end of the event and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a tea before we go home and stuff. No, we're sold out. And it's like, well, what do I get in exchange? Do I get like potentially like $40 back? Like, do I get my money back a little bit from my 1700 that I spent? You know, like what would normally be the cost of a band of a merch T-shirt?
Like, yeah, you can get like 70 cents back.
Yeah, it's insane. And then also here as well, before we go on to the restroom facilities because that is insane. It says you get a private cash bar with drinks for purchase and cocktail service with premium offerings. But what is a premium offering? Like, are you gonna put like an umbrella in my cocktail?
No, dude.
Like what?
What the fuck? So basically, they're like, hold up. I'm gonna. Are there any other things? Is that all the perks you get? Oh, God damn it! Hurry up! Just use a portable charger. Just get a fucking portable charger. God damn it!
We have a complimentary voucher for one locker to store personal items throughout the day.
What the fuck? What are you bringing to a festival that you need to store in a locker?
For $1,700, I should be getting like a fucking hand job from Billy Corgan or
Yeah,
something.
dude, fucking Morrissey should suck my fucking dick with that. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold up, hold up. Is
Sorry for
there
the language, guys.
anything else?
Um, that's it. That's it.
Meet and greets.
No, yeah,
So,
literally. That's the main thing I was looking for. When I saw that price, I was like, damn, you must be able to meet everybody. You know, like
wait,
you must be
hold
able
up.
to.
For $1,700, you get a toilet that you can flush, one free meal, the ability to purchase more drinks,
Yep,
drinks that are free that other peasants have to pay for.
yep.
You can charge your phone, and you can put your backpack in a locker.
Yeah, and you get a flushable toilet.
I can't forget the flush. What the fuck, man?
By the way, the whole like promoting it as like, yeah, you get a flushable toilet. Like what the fuck?
Porta
What
potties?
is
I don't give. If I'm at a festival, I'm expecting a porta potty. I'm not gonna pay 1,700 just to not deal with a porta potty.
I really want to see a video of like some. In fact, I think Darker Waves Festival should pay us both to. Well, not pay us both. They should give us tickets to the VIP thing, and they should let us kind of like determine whether or not it's a good experience. I think
There's
they
no
should let us.
fucking way that they're gonna do that because we're both gonna come out and be like, yeah, no, this wouldn't be worth 1,700.
No, but if they're that confident in being like, this is a great package to get, like it's a premium, like ultra VIP thing, you are the most important person in the world, you know, here it is. They should let us record it, let us vlog it, and we can kind of determine whether or not these toilets are worth that price because. And we can do an extensive 1 hour podcast in the toilet, like in the
Yeah.
fucking in the
Okay,
bathroom.
look, here's the thing. If the toilet paper is 3 ply or more, if it is 3 ply toilet paper and I can bring my one free meal in there with me to munch on while I take a shit, I'll say it's worth it.
Yeah, I think these toilets must be like, those Japanese toilets where it
Yeah.
like just washes your ass for you. Like it should be one of them.
I'm sure you're looking
You
forward to
know,
having your ass washed by a toilet, aren't you?
I am while listening to Morrissey. It sounds like my personal fucking nightmare. Jesus
You just
Christ.
hear Morrissey going, "But heaven knows I'm miserable now," while water shoots up your ass.
Surrounded by all the racist Morrissey fans.
And if a double-decker bus crashes into...
And do you know what's even funnier? He has a track history of like not even attending or turning up like insanely late to events and stuff as well. So I would say that the chances of him actually headlining this event are probably at about 50%. I don't know if he'll actually turn up
If
because
he
he
does, he'll be
he has a
fucking
track record.
shirtless, too. Imagine you pay $1,700 to be in the shade while watching a 70-year-old man take his shirt off.
The most miserable, like he's the happiest English guy.
Bro
He's
probably bro probably would have sounded like Madonna if he just moved out of the UK.
I just want to say as well, I should have wrote this down really, but so for the VIP section, so this is one level below the ultimate VIP. So for the regular VIP, it's 639.99.
Whoa, hold up. That was ultimate VIP, so you get
Yeah,
less
that's like
shit
top
with
of the
the
range.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is the ultimate VIP is more than 1,000 plus more than this, and this is what it kind of promotes just on the VIP section.
Okay.
So, yet again, you get performances all day on multiple stages, as you fucking should.
B.
You get access to the exclusive VIP lounges, so you get to go hang with with the rich dudes in the
You can
ultimate
hang out with the
VIP section.
VIP plus people.
Exactly.
I'd be
You
so
get the
pissed if I paid VIP plus and I had to deal with all the fucking brokies that spent $1,000 less than I did.
all the fucking disgusting peasants that are in the VIP section. Um, you also get preferred viewing areas by main stages. Wow. Like fucking wow. It says here as well you get food choices from regional and local vendors. Dude, we all do. GA people do as
Oh,
well.
well, no, no,
What
no,
the
hold
fuck?
up, hold up. GA people only get food offerings from regional and local vendors. You get food offerings from regional and local vendors. There's a
Got
difference.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you. Yeah. I think the people that are just in the general admission must just literally have to like forage for their own
Yeah.
stuff.
Morrissey's like, "There's a berry bush over there."
And the double berry bush.
Jesus
And
Christ. So what else do you have for VIP?
well, for VIP, you get air-conditioned restrooms. That sounds like a bonus compared to the Ultimate VIP. Ultimate VIP, you just get flushable restrooms, but here you get AC in the restroom. So I think you're getting the better deal with the VIP.
Hey, hear me out. When are they gonna release VIP Deluxe Edition? That
The
has
VIPP,
yeah, very important person. That
the P
has
package.
the PP pack. And that one comes with air conditioned flushable toilets. But it's gonna cost you 10K to get in. But hear me out. You get access to all day shows across multiple stages.
Oh fuck yeah. It's honestly, it's insane. And do you know what's crazier as well? When they promote the GA, which is 259.99 by the way, that's for GA, for this absolute piss poor 1 day event with fucking the most depressing bands ever on the bill. You will leave the event with no self-esteem, and you will just
Do you
be.
just fucking hate Morrissey or something?
Well, listen, like I'm actually a pretty big Smashing Pumpkins fan, right, as well, and you know, I don't think I would leave a Smashing Pumpkins show happy. I feel
Yeah,
like
you're
I'd
right.
leave pretty sad.
I have never left Smashing. I've been to Smashing Pumpkins twice, and both times I've kind of just left like, oh, I'm sad now.
And to be honest, I don't think I'd be sad because of the music. I think I'd be sad for my fucking bank account afterwards. Because what the fuck are these prices? But here we go. Look, it's all right because there's a layaway plans available starting at just 20 at 19.99 at 19.99 down payments, which is
1999. Sorry, I had
fuck you.
to.
But on the 259.99 sort of GA standard package, it says here that you get free water refill stations. You don't get that in VIP. So people in VIP just have to die of dehydration, while the GA guys are just kind of living it up, hydrated, having a great time, foraging for food. It sounds like a good time. Foraging for food while having Tainted Love by Soft Cell on in the background would be a really good experience, I think.
Tainted
Um,
love, except instead of tainted love, it's tainted boar meat from the boar that I slaughtered while foraging for food.
Instead of Tainted Love, it's Fainted Love because I'm
Because I don't
fainting
have
from
any fucking
dehydration.
AC. I don't have any AC in my bathroom.
Fucking crazy. Honestly, I can't believe it. If anybody goes to this event that listens, or I'm gonna put a poll up and see if anyone's actually going. Please fucking like I will pay you to vlog it. Like just vlog the event. I want that footage and I want to upload it just to see how shit it is. Because
Imagine we do this, right? And someone's like, oh man, I bought Ultimate VIP, but I'll happily vlog it for you. And we just get like a restroom cam for the entire festival.
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm so down for this.
Why are
I
you saying
think
fuck yeah to putting a camera in a bathroom?
oh, well, yeah, not good for that. But yeah, my bad, guys. I wasn't really listening. I was just too distracted by the $1,700 fucking tickets. Um, Ridiculous. We have kind of gone a little bit over just talking about how Billy
Jesus,
Corgan
yeah.
makes us all sad. Um, so that will probably be the end of the episode. Really really appreciate everyone for coming. Obviously, this episode is sponsored by Arby's, so
Be sure to
go grab it while you
use
can.
code DMC to get the 5 pound meat mountain with a small fry for only €4 now at your local Arby's. Uh,
Can't wait to redeem that.
should preface, by the way, none of our shit's sponsored by Arby's.
Hey, don't tell them.
I mean, all of our shit is sponsored by Arby's. But nah, next week we'll probably talk about AI a little bit more. I have a lot more to say about ticket prices. That's all I got for now. What about you, man?
Yeah, I would like to talk more about it. I just think an hour is kind of the perfect amount of time. If you want to add more, you can. But
I don't have anything else,
I
man.
think, yeah, I
I mean,
think
I'm
I think
gonna
we've had a
cut
good
this out.
talk.
Yeah.
I think we've had a good talk. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll be back again next
Thank you all very much. We'll be back. Yeah. Thank you all. Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. We will be back next Sunday. Is that good?